Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No. And a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Running into the open space. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Knight. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Just keep slinging it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now improvising. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds space on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Boston. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams looking for a man. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll try to do it himself. Crossing the 30. He's got a lane. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Knight. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage. And
trying to take it back. Still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Williams will pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. To the air, it's Knight. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Williams looking for a man. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They booted away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Downfield on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Bringing the heat. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
Might be changing the route. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Knight. Caught over the middle, it's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now, they do not have the answer for this guy.
Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams will pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That's it, fly. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got it behind the line, it's Coleman.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And this will be caught as they convert the 2. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. No chance to run, but still a good game. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Run in the red zone, it's Pop. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. Turning it on! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Lost the fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incomplete.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground.
He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful.
There he goes. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Got a man, it's Evans. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Buys a little time with his feet. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. Powers through the defender. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Huskies. They strike first in overtime.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. With a touchdown. looking for a man. It's Knight. He'll pull it down. Runs through a tackle. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Grant behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. from the San Diego Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Aztecs will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Green. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Washington.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. That's reeled in. It's Anthony. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Tackle. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They grab the early lead.
Number 88.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A quick pass to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26. Where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Green. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he added the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Green. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To throw, it's Green. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Got a man. It's Washington. And he's still running after the move. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. That's caught. It's Jones. Worked his way out across the 35. Got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
On 4th down, going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to pass, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. But now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Napier. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on in midfield. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Number 8 on the field.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's busted. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Aztecs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs. 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Lots of running room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll keep it himself. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way.
Nice job by this